Hello everyone, I'm HorseyEatYou. We're back with Fate Grand Order. Before we start, we got quartz. Yes, it's been a couple days. I was thinking about something, and I think I put a couple spoiler pieces together from like 2 years ago. Also, Karen shows up in Lost Boat 6. I have no idea why or how, but I'm rolling for her. Is she my favorite character? No, but she's Angara's waifu, so you gotta get her. Plus, like, she's still pretty cool by herself. I like her a lot more than Bazette anyway, Bazette's boring. She's coming out next year-ish, right? Weekend, apparently. Yeah, but before I start, so... spoilers for, I assume, this next chapter. So the fairy in charge of Gloucester, am I saying it right? Gloucester? Yeah, Gloucester. Is a Sakuraface? I don't know why or how, but that's a thing. And I remember everyone was freaking out about it, and at the same time, Murian was on screen. So Murian is gonna show up this time, trust me guys. However, we use him as a support for at least a little bit. He's an alter ego, not a saber. And I think his third skill's different. Yeah, it'd be cool if there's like an in-game day tracker. Like Babylonia had that, didn't they? Look, Horsey, you can see the city off in the distance now. Oh, we still have the black bars. Might have taken us a whole day, but we're almost to Gloucester. Yep. Now that we're here, we shouldn't have to worry about the Queen soldiers coming after us for a while. Is it us and Da Vinci here? Do we have anyone else? Gloucester belongs to Murian, the head of the Wing Clan. Fighting is against the law here. I wonder if we're actually going to meet up with Mashu here. She doesn't pick any fights with any of the other clans, and she's not completely under Morgan's thumb either. I'm hoping the Goblin Bros aren't actually dead. As far as Murian is concerned, this is the autonomous region that just happens to have diplomatic relationships with Fairy Britain. That's how she tells it anyway. Is that why Morgan's army won't attack here? Oh, let me move my mic a little closer. There. Even Morgan only has limited power in Gloucester. As for why that is, well... You can know something's different here, right, Da Vinci? Say, with the mana density? Oh, is it? Glad you brought that up. I was just gonna ask about that. There's nothing wrong with my gadgets, but the ones powered by magical energy are refusing to work. Does Magecraft not work? Is that because of this area's unique mystic traits? That's why we're weakened in the battle. Is the rules of the world itself are different here? Exactly. I should tell why, well, that gets into the nature of the fairies themselves. Not just here in Fairy Britain, this applies to proper human history as well. Like how there are several different kinds of fairies. Some are former gods fallen from grace, others are accumulations of human and animal animosity, bits and pieces of their soul. They're essentially thoughts and feelings with nowhere else to get wrapped up in a shell made from human rumors. These sorts of fairies only exist because human society exists. Strictly speaking, they're not purely fairies. Pure fairies are those that form within the planet itself, or the planet's inner sea, and whose existence is in no way contingent, whatever, on human civilization. In the Magecraft world, fairies born within the planet's inner sea are known as the Great Fathers and Great Mothers. You can think of them as divided spirits of Earth's soul. Yes, that's close enough. In scope, they're comparable to personified nature gods, but unlike gods, they don't impose any rules on humans. Great Fathers and Mothers are pure supernatural beings. In this Lost Belt, fairies of that rank who appear on Earth's surface, either through some sort of mistake or on a mission from the planet itself, are known as A-Ray. Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on. I zoned out talking about the lore, but now we're back in this. Hold on. Fairies who appear on Earth's surface either through some sort of mistake or on a mission. Okay. So, A-Rays are from Angel Notes. So I was just talking about last time. That's, well, not 100% a coincidence? Because remember, I saw a Reddit post that I didn't read talking about how Lost Boat 6 talks about Angel Notes in some way. This is probably related. They were like the new humanity, right? Look, it's been 2 weeks, so the cuties kind of faded away, but Basically, humanity was dying out because there's too much grain in the atmosphere. Don't ask what grain is, I don't know either. It's like magic stuff. And what evolved then was A-rays, which were... Some of them evolved from primates, right? Like humans, but most of them didn't. So they're more like animal-like, I guess. Proper human history. The fairy who lent King Arthur his sacred sword was a great mother. Okay. Is it Vivian in the Nasuverse, or does she have a different name? Guessing that proper human history is Morgan also inherited that great mother's authority. Though of course Morgan's father is also King Uther, the ancient king of Britain, so I suppose that would make her a human-fairy hybrid. King Arthur, on the other hand, is a human-dragon hybrid. Aww. It may seem similar on the surface, but deep down, they couldn't be any more different. Huh? How so? The fact that one ultimately decided to defend humanity, and the other mystics. Are dragons more human-like then? King Arthur chose a Britain where humans could thrive. Morgan chose a Britain where mystics could thrive. So which one chose correctly? Well, your own proper human history bears that out. If mystics had continued to rule Britain, would have resulted in it being excised from all of human history. But I digress. Getting back on track. Agarites are equivalent to a great mother, but possess a will of their own. They have a unique ability to remake the world around them according to their inner truth, or rather, their essence. So is that... first thought that came to mind is that, a reality marble. Is it kind of similar to that? This phenomenon is called a Fae domain. It's a grand mystic that only a very few powerful fairies possess. Fairies generate descendants, or terminals if you prefer, simply by existing. These descendants are called forest children, and stone children, and they're the majority of fairies in Fairy Britain. You can tell this chapter is written by Nasu. He's been going heavy on the exposition. And just like fancy phrases for everything. These descendants may only have a tiny fraction of A-race power. That doesn't change the fact that they're descendants. Some of these descendants have more A-ray blood in them than others. Murian, the head of the Wing clan and Lord of Gloucester, is one of them. All that is to say that Gloucester has a Fae domain that can be quite a pain in the neck. A domain that takes Morgan's temperament and mischievous nature and turns it into a law that denies strength itself. A law that denies strength itself? So the weak become strong and vice versa? It did behave like that for a time, but now it's a little different. These days, nobody's allowed to bring strength achieved through training into Gloucester. What, so only natural like talent? All who enter, even Morgan herself, are left with no more than the strength they were born with. The city where everything goes back to level 1. But, yep, the ones most adamant about making rules like this are always the ones with a way around them. Yeah, true. It's fairly safe to assume that Morgan's the only one in the city who doesn't have to play by our rules. If that's true, it also means her word is law there, so keep that in mind. Sounds like this A-ray term is unique to this lost belt. Oh? In our world, they'd probably be close to elementals or true ancestors. I thought she was about to get into notes lore. So are there any other fairies that inherited these A-race powers? Maybe the other clan heads? Like, does Aurora have a Fae domain too? No, she doesn't. Most fairies with that kind of power end up being excluded from their clans. Sometimes they're outright ostracized, other times they're unable to control their own laws and end up falling apart. Yep, of the 6 clan heads, the only ones who can impose their Fae domain on others are Murian and I don't even know, dude. Most of the other domain holders fall apart and become ghosts wandering the countryside. They're called night galls, and depending on how you look at them, they can be even scarier than the Tom Lin. Voices? Oh. Okay, everybody, we're almost to Gloucester. No, this is a surprise, but I'm actually a member of the Fang clan, so I'd rather not go inside if I can help it. I'll be camping out here while you do your business, so just call for me when you're ready to leave. Okay, Lubu. And there's just no misunderstanding. Just so there's no misunderstanding, let me be perfectly clear. Despite how I look, I'm not a wind fairy. I'm a Fang fairy. I'm sure you must be shocked, but it's true. Is this the Lubu joke, but different? Whatever you say, buddy. I thought he was an elf. Wing Clan is elves, right? Okay, let's split up. I'll go with Da Vinci and Horsey will go with Artoria. The action will be held at night, so kill the time however you like. Oh. Nice wings. Anything goes in Gloucester, so you'll find a lot of fairies living in up here. You still have that money you earned in Salisbury, right? Well, you can use it here too, so don't be afraid to cut loose. Don't worry, just think of it as a date, and it'll be nighttime in no time. How about you, Da Vinci? Is there anywhere you would like to go? We can go to a cafe, but personally, I'd recommend the Warped Observatory. It's so dizzying, it'll make you want to throw up. Yeah, that sounds fun. Throwing up? Oh, for it. It's already headed there. Why do you even ask us in the first place? Anyway, I know this is short notice, guys, but are you alright with this? You are? Okay, I'll play along then. Wait up, Oberon. Are there any museums around here? Would fairies have museums? So many of the fairies in this lost, but there has to be at least one painter. Oh. For the time being, shall we get going? The time being? Sorry. This is all happening so suddenly that I'm still catching up. Oh, we've already come this far. No sense holding back now, I guess. Now that we're here in Gloucester, we may as well enjoy it. Come on, I'll show you around. Oh, so this is Gloucester. It's very strange, isn't it? But the same way the first time I came here, too. Very far away things look big, close things look tiny. Sometimes there's pink rain, sometimes the main street is covered in rainbows. Sometimes boys become girls and girls become boys. It sounds like a fun time. Basically, it's a whirlwind of constant change. Last time I came here, What, was King Arthur a man? Oh my god. I got 0 out of 10 in the princess pageant. A girl wearing a scarf made out of insect thread. Let me take off all my clothes and... Oh, I want to hear more. Your clothes? Why? Yeah, said they were so ugly, I'd be better off without them. I wonder what that girl's up to now. Oh. Do you think that's... My first thought is that's Maeve. I know Maeve shows up, too. I sure hope she's not doing too well. I'll have to get her back if I ever see her again. Oh? I haven't seen you two around here before. Are you here for tonight's auction? Huh. Never would have thought to have my human stand out more than me. You know, possessions that make people envious are all the rage in Gloucester right now. Is that why you made yourself look so plain? So you could dress up your human instead? It's brilliant. I'll have to try it myself. Making that face again. I think I'm starting to see what the deal is. Speaking of the auction, could you tell us more about it? You know about the merchandise being put up? The fairy with the iron weapon? Well, apparently they're a bad fairy from another world who rebelled against the High Queen. That could be anyone. Love to attend the auction too, especially since there should be no problem keeping a criminal as a slave. Since you need an invitation for this one, decided to give up and enjoy a night on the town. Sorry. I should have been the one to ask, but I just kind of froze. Now what do we do about the invitation? I mean... I guess, how could it not be but I don't want the Goblin Bros to be dead! We won't be able to get one on our own. They're only sent to the upper class fairies. I don't like it, but it looks like our only option is sneaking into the auction hall. Don't worry, there's no one better at stealth magecraft than me. Just you wait. I'm gonna show you what I can really do. This is deja vu I'm feeling. Help! Is anybody there? My pet mice just escaped from their cage! Oh my god, is this Wyverns? Promise I'll make it worth your while if you catch them. Just please, help me! Looks like there's a bunch of tiny creatures running towards us. What do you think we should do, Horsey? Straight out of Straw... Oh, is this a Straw Millionaire thing? That's, if you're not familiar with it, like the original version of the red paperclip. I'll get into that, hold on. Oh god, he's still getting his bearings here, isn't he? Well, nothing to do now. So just thinking out loud. Okay, let's get this battle started. Pretty sure you're gonna regret this, but at least it'll be a good lesson. Huh? Yeah, don't never help out the Fae. You know how they are. Yeah, but so... Straw... Ah! My microphone. Right, Straw Millionaire. I'm not really a big fan of her, but like I don't like. Why do people like her? Because she's a Tamamo face, probably. But like, just having support servants, like the OP ones, is a good idea, right? These are mice. Big things seem small, and small things seem big. Oh, that's just what happens in Gloucester sometimes. Now do you understand? It would have been funny if they switched, you know how she said boys become girls, girls become boys? They switched Gudo with Gudiko in the, like the top right. Remember how they did that in the, summer event? Thanks, weirdos with too much time on your hands. Here you go, a generous coupon. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go make a bundle with my mice here. Later. A coupon, huh? Let's see. Knock your company, surprise and security. Oh, it's for SNC. Did you know? Spriggan and Capless, I mean. Fairyburn is very first department store. Grandpa told me about it. Grandpa? This is great. Look, according to the map, it's not far from here. Come on, Horsey, let's go check it out. Does it suck? Looks like it's already gone out of business. They're already building another store in its place, too. Looks like it's just called Count. Ever heard of that one? And Bend! That one before. See, they got shoes, bags, hats, dresses. Oh wow, everything on display looks amazing! They're trim and shiny and elegant all at once, but they'd be so much fun to wear. Oh, I want them! Then again, they'd probably be wasted on me. I wonder if this is how she gets her second ascension. The designs do lean a little feminine, but I'm guessing they're probably gender neutral. Wait, what are those strange clothes? Mine says kimono? Never heard of them, but I think it'd look good on you, Horsey. Oh. Hello. Not bad. You've got a pretty decent eye. Would you mind keeping it down a bit? Yeah, be nice. You don't get her attention. I'm trying to stay incognito, so I don't want to attract too much attention. I'm sorry. We're in a very small town, so... I see. So what, you wanted to see the big city before Calamity shows up and kills you or something? You're lucky you're not one of those cheeky Gloucester fairies. You're also lucky your ankles aren't to my taste. Be grateful your boots are so frumpy. They are? I guess they are, huh? Still, they're very practical. And odd, doggy? You'd go to town on them, and I wouldn't feel anything. Actually have to worry about Goggy bites? I'm assuming that's some kind of fairy. You must come from a real hick town. And you get the looks of a pretty upper-class wind fairy, but you're still stuck doing your own farming? Man, it must be rough out on the sticks. So few human slaves to do the heavy lifting. Uh-oh. This is weird. Really weird. Don't you think this conversation is weird? She's really staring at me. No, I don't think so. It's just neither Horsey or I are used to dealing with city fairies, so... Not used to them, huh? I see. So that's why you're not scared of me. Just like there's more to it than that, though. That's strange. How come I'm not mad, pardon my French? Usually hate every fairy I meet. Oh well, guess that's just how some days go. Plus there's the auction coming up. Oh, you are interested in the auction? You actually have an invitation? Oh, well... I actually came here for the auction. But we didn't know we needed an invitation to get in. I see! Invitation, huh? You know, I do have an extra one. But I'd sooner feed it to a goat than give it to you. Aw, man, she's mean. That's it, finally! An expression that suits you. It's about time you learned your place, you uppity hick. Trust me, a girl like you is at least 100 years too young for the auction house. Come back when you're at least a little more grown up. Oh wait, that's right. Low-class fairies like you don't even live for 100 years, do? Fairies aren't immortal? What? You know, I just realized that she has like the same like crown / tiara. Morgan has a similar one, right? On her head. It's weird though. Guess you'll just have to make the most of your life in the dirt with the Goggies while it lasts then. I can fix her. I can fix her. Agape. She was quite the fairy, wasn't she? No, as good as she was, it almost seemed like we're actually good friends? Maybe you're right. She honestly doesn't seem like such a bad fairy to me either. Because they're sisters. Oh, no, that's not... That's her... Artoria's her aunt. Right, that's how it works. I think I'm gonna cut it. Not really in the mood to record today. Plus, like, we have so much left. This chapter. Why are the chapters so long, Nasu? Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, so last time I just wasn't in the mood to be recording, and now it's the next day I'm just kind of tired. Let's see how far this goes, eh? We're fighting an archer, so do you think that's us fighting, Tristan? Oh, Tomlin, Tristan? Oh no, it's Tristan, he shows back up, he didn't actually die. But he's an enemy now. An invitation? Of course I've already got one. What about it? Oh, he's got us covered. Oh, that's literally the line. Should've known you'd have everything covered, Oberon. Fortunately, we weren't able to procure any formal dress, but since Oberon is so, dazzling, I think we should be able to get in as part of his entourage. Of course, Murian's something of a friend of mine. I have some of the best seats in the house. So no, getting in won't be a problem. Problem is what happens once the auction starts. Yeah, do we have money? The bidding on Mashu won't start until the very end, at which point I'll be able to offer up 70 million more pounds. So counterfeit, of course. Should be fun as long as no one works that out tonight. Your problem is whether it'll be enough to outbid any other prospective buyers with odd tastes. Usually 70 million more pounds would be more than enough, given the, product. Things are probably gonna get ugly. Things get bad enough, I could have to put up my whole Welsh forest as collateral. Not the Welsh forest! 70 million more pounds? That's enough to buy a mansion and a butler to take care of it. You're worried it still might not be enough? What are they gonna say about this product anyway? Alright, I'll tell you, but try to contain your surprise. They're saying the fairy is supposedly a traveler from another world with an iron weapon. I'm still not convinced it's Mashu. Like... Okay, I'm trying to work out... It'd have to be a servant, right? If it's not Mashu. Can't be Percival, because he's the one leading the army, right? Karen? Does she have an iron weapon? Oh! Wait! Well... Okay, so my assumption was that assassin that they had in the pit wasn't an actual assassin, but it was Gareth, who's gonna show up later and do something. But Gareth does have an iron weapon, and she does show up in Avalon le Fae. Maybe? Or it could even be like Gawain, Lancelot. Basically, it just smells fishy. And the new Child of Prophecy. Oh, right. So, are there 3 Child of Prophecies running around? Because that's what the goblin said about Mashu, right? Oh, I saw Semiramis and Marie Antoinette and Carmilla. I didn't catch the other 3. Good evening, ladies and gentle fairies. Welcome to Gloucester's auction house. Why put off until tomorrow what we can have today? Who cares about clan pride when you can boost your own brand? We know what you want. That's why we're once again proud to present a wide array of items sure to pique your interest. Have you taken a look at our catalog? Have you found any items that speak to you? Wonderful, wonderful. Can see you're all enthralled by our selection. Let's get right to it, shall we? We hope you enjoyed this latest Lady Murian production. It's starting. So you can say your bid yourself, huh? Most auctions, the buyer quietly holds up a sign and an agent then bids for them. Look, I'm not familiar with the auctions, but why do they do it that way? But it looks like agents aren't allowed at this auction, so we have to shut out bids ourselves. What is it, Oberon? Are you nervous about something? Did you see the 3rd item up for auction? It's one of Shakespeare's unpublished manuscripts. Oh, we gotta get that! Of Midsummer Night's Dream! Maybe it's flotsam that drifted in from property ministry. And now I'm really curious. Maybe I'll waste a little money bidding on it. What am I saying? I have to bid on it! Oh, no, you don't? We're only here for one thing, the Child of Prophecy. Because if you bid on something now, they'll notice your cash is counterfeit by the time they get to her. Oh yeah, true. I didn't check if my OBS, my totally not an emulator window is lined up with the OBS. Hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna put this over. Okay, yeah, we look good, Okay. Whoa, really? You don't want to be the one to bring it up because I thought it would be a big... Gosh? Now you're saying it's okay? Oh, I think I skipped the Da Vinci line. She offered to make him something. Like, paint him. Okay, Da Vinci, I'm gonna hold you to that. Just let me know when you need me to pose for my portrait. I want to protect that smile. You're really enjoying this, aren't you? You can see this place is nothing new for Oberon. I feel a lot better about this knowing that. Wait, couldn't I always... If I shrunk OBS... Oh no, can't fit it. Dang it. I have a small monitor, so I can't fit... I mean, my phone reflector is definitely not an emulator, and OBS all the way on the screen at the same time. I'm just gonna sit quietly until our auction comes up, because I don't want to stand out too much anyway. And now, it's time to introduce our last item of the day. Sure, you've all heard the rumors. This is the treacherous rebel who posed a threat to our High Queen. The child our beloved Ansel promised would save Britain. This brave child attacked Camelot with an iron weapon none had seen before, crawled out of the great pit. Oh! Okay, so it is the assassin. And even made a miraculous return from the nameless woods. Because I'm thinking it's Gareth then. Is the prophecy real? Is this child our savior? Time for you all to see for yourselves. I give you our final lot number. The child of prophecy. Drum roll, please. It's him! It's our boy! Put all the money on him. All the courts. Okay. Wait. Oh. Okay, so I remember the translation. Well, like, I read just a tiny bit of what happened 2 years ago. I thought Muramasa fell for like a pitfall trap. So that was in my head. Like he was gonna get like you know, the road runner is gonna run up and then he was gonna look down and just fall into a hole. That's the hole it was talking about. Huh? What? Grandpa? Excuse the hell out of me for being old. Wait, hang on. Muramasa prophecy. Who is that? Say that to my face, why don't you? Easy there, ladies and gentlewares. Please, let's take it easy. This man's attitude may be as foul as his mouth, but his magical energy is truly impressive. I actually did not for a second think it was going to be Muramasa. I mean, he does have an iron weapon. I think the main thing that gave it away is this whole time they've been saying iron weapon. Right? That's too vague. Like if they'd been saying, oh, a big old shield, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Mashu. But like, what do you describe a shield as a weapon? What's more, he's a gifted craftsman capable of forging wares that put all the blacksmiths of Norwich to shame. Since the Child of Prophecy was supposedly apprenticed to a superb artisan, even Lady Murian agrees that there's a 30% chance that this man is the Child of Prophecy. He's not 16. Muramasa of Prophecy, 30% chance. Shut up! I gotta tell ya, ain't the gosh darn Child of Prophecy. I'm Senji Muramasa, a lone servant. Let me out of this cage, dang it. How does Muramasa talk? Does he talk like an old man or does he talk like Shiro? I don't know what's going on here, but it's definitely Senji Muramasa, the foreign god's disciple. What's he doing in Britain? Why is he up for auction? You know that man? Oh, does that mean he's not Mashu? He's definitely not Mashu. I'll take him over Mashu any day of the week, though. He's also not a stranger I can abandon. I mean, shouldn't we just want to, like, kill him? A servant? So he's a servant too, huh? I see, so that's why. Fairies here don't know what servants are. They can't tell them apart from fairies. So we have a servant who came from another world, with an iron weapon who defied the queen. No wonder they thought he was the Child of Prophecy. But he's not! This is practically fraud! I thought they said that the people who took him here were killed. Maybe he was stolen out of the Queen's Pit, like Morgan just wanted to keep him there. That's her Muramasa on selection, on display. She's like, oh yeah, that's Saber's waifu. Well, yeah, waifu, I'm gonna keep him here. So what do we want to do now? The bidding's already started. We save him, of course. I mean, Gudo's just taking this in stride, huh? And like, you would think maybe we'd be like, okay, maybe we should kill him. Got it, leave it to me. Luckily everyone else seems caught off guard too. So 70 million more pounds should be more than enough. Let's start with 1 million and take it from there. The bidding starts at 1 million more pounds. 2 million, 3 million, 4, 4.5, 5 million. Lady Artorias party's now in the lead with a bid of 5 million more pounds. Do I hear 5.5? I'll use my name. Don't you think it's much more exciting that way? The Child of Prophecy, buying another Child of Prophecy. That's one for the history books. Oh my god! It's 5 million more pounds going once, going twice. 10 million! I hear 10 million more pounds. Things are really heating up now. Do I hear 11 million? Oh crap, forget it. See where this is going. I'm out. 20 million! I've bid 20 million more pounds. Oh, enough of this. No, you suck at this. 70 million. What are you doing, Artoria? You don't just lay all your cards on the table at once in a bidding war. That might not have been a great move. 70 million! I hear 70 million more pounds sold to the party of 100 million more pounds. Is this gonna be Tomlin Tristan? I don't know what kind of French words clans you come from, but you have no business being there. Yeah, they're from Fairy France. It's a horrible place. You don't want to go there. The day someone like you outbids me is the day all Britain falls. So obviously it's never happening. Oh yeah? That's what you think? Okay, in that case, bid 101 million more pounds with Oberon's land as collateral. Are you nuts? My land won't even bring in 10 million. Uh-oh. I'm afraid I can no longer make a call on this auction. What say you, Lady Murian? Which of these buyers has the more purchasing power? Very well. Step down, auctioneer. Difficult decisions like these are mine to take. Whether genuine or not, the fact remains that the Shroud of Prophecy is the main draw of tonight's auction. She's gonna be a Sakuraface, right? Whoever buys him must demonstrate not just wealth, but standing. So at this time, I'd like to ask both remaining bidders to please come to the stage. So that's how it is. Glad you understand how these things work, Murian. No one has more standing than me. Looks like— oh, right, this is Tomlin Tristan. Looks like the new money's headed for the executioner's block. Ah, crap. We've been called up to the stage? This is unheard of for an auction. Is this just how they do things in Gloucester or Oberon? No, I've never heard of anything like this before either. Dang it, Murian. What are you up to? Oh, maybe it's gonna be like Air Bud. Whoever Muramasa goes to gets to keep him. We wave swords around. Come on, we got a sword. We know you love swords, buddy. Tori, I'm sure this is some kind of trap. Best if you just stay in your seat. If you go up on that stage, you're gonna regret. Where's Artoria's chair empty? I'm afraid you're too late, Oberon. She already took Horsey's hand and headed for the stage. Dang it! Why'd you have to pick now of all times to develop an impulsive streak? She saw Muramasa and she's like, oh, that's fate! Why did he bring me up here too? I need you to fight beside me, please. I don't want to do this alone. Then let's start with you, Lady Spinal. Should I say, Tomlin Tristan? Yep, that works. I'm the daughter of High Queen Morgan and the Artist of Blood, the fair with the most gorgeous dresses of all. I'm Tomlin Tristan, the one who will one day own all of Britain. Well, your turn, little girl. Go on, share your pathetic name with all of us. Oh man, it's the fairy we met earlier. What do I do, Horsey? Can't believe she's a Tomlin. She's Morgan's daughter too. So why do all these things keep happening to me? See? I knew you couldn't do it. And hey, of course you couldn't. What fairy could ever compare to me anyway? You put up a good fight? Or you're still just... Hey, you're that girl. Okay, I'll be nice and let you off. Then allow me to introduce her instead. Oh wait, this is Murian. This fairy comes to the village of Tintagel and will turn 16 this year. Don't snitch! This miraculous child wields magecraft she taught herself, just like our queen did. She also managed to slip a dragnet laid by Woodwolves himself. Please take a good look, everyone. This is the staff of selection she holds in her hands. This could be anyone. Her name is Artoria. She's the genuine Child of Prophecy. You snitch! I love that facial expression. What's more, the attendant beside her is a visitor from the outside world. How do you know this? World. He is the traveling star who will guide the Child of Prophecy, the other light that will save Britain. His name is Horsey. He's a human and master from proper human history. Wait a second, I just realized, if this is a Sakuraface, we got a Shiro face, a Saber face, and a Sakuraface all in the same room. Where is Ishtar? What? She knows about Horsey too? Oh. No violence, please, Lady Tristan. The bidding is not yet over. Now that you're both here on the stage, you both have an obligation to try and complete your bids. But unfortunately, Tomlin, Tristan, and Artoria, the Child of Prophecy, you are equally matched. Neither of you has an edge over the other in wealth or standing, so this can't be the determining factor here. You think she and I are equally matched? What are you, blind and stupid? I outclass her in every conceivable way. Strength, beauty, elegance. Not even a contest. What say you to that, visitor from another world? Who would you say is worth more? Lady Tristan or Lady Artoria? I mean, Tristan's cuter. I love that we have a choice. Shut it! I think so too, honestly, but I don't need to hear it from you. This isn't about who's worth more. This is a battle for our very souls. Every time you open your mouth, it's hick this or yoke that. Yokel? That, sorry. Is that all you know how to say? Where did you grow up that they taught you that it was okay to act like that? Jerk, dummy, bully. What did you just say to me? Very well then. How about magecraft? Both of you practice magecraft, which is considered pretty useless in Britain. Magecraft itself may be nigh worthless. Fairies who use it are rare and valuable. And here we have two of them, the High Queen's own daughter and the Child of Prophecy. Since both these children are equally matched, perhaps they can settle this bid with magecraft. After all, they both consider magecraft to be something truly valuable. So surely, display of their magecraft will show what they are both truly made of. So you want me to kill this very cute saber face with just magecraft? Works for me. I'll play along. Planning on ripping her apart sooner or later anyway. You're the Queen's daughter, then you probably grew up in a fancy castle never wanting for anything, huh? Then there's no way I'm losing to a pampered brat like you. So what if you're a Tomlin? We country girls are a lot tougher than you think. That's how it goes when you eat fresh veggies every day of your entire life. Yeah, you go, Artoria. Is this... Oh, I thought it was going to just be a solo fight, but it sounds like we're going to pick a party. Oh, no, it is. Oh, we get to pick our Mystic Code, I see. Actually, a stun might... Wait, no. Gotta wear the Saber outfit. The Sport Saber. It's the only way. Okay. This chapter is long, isn't it? Like, we had a whole, like, 30-minute video for the first arrow alone. And now, I think the first part of this video is 20 minutes? So now we're 40 minutes in? I think, right? Both arrows were 20 minutes each. I think she has break bars? Lose no time and kill him. I think we just arts chain it? I think with the buffs that should take her down. Oh, we're level 1. You're right. Okay. I wonder if we actually have to kill her. I think we just have to break her bar. We need to go like this, like taking a bath. Actually, I have subtitles for this, which is nice. We should probably stay on the defensive, right? Just spam around Caliburn. Okay. Oh yeah, so they announced 8th well, not all the 8th anniversary stuff. I think that's maybe going on right now, actually? No, I think it's gonna be in a couple hours. But they're adding a Summer Castoria, which is cool. That's what people call her. Because Castor Artoria, get it? You get it. Her animations are cool. I've never used her. Oh, Magecraft tool sold out? What? She sucks, guys. She sucks. You think we should do a Buster Train? We have a round Caliburn ready, so... Oh, what if she uses a Noble Phantasm when we break it? Wait, no, she's stunned, so she can't. Is it louder than usual? Oh, yes, it is. I usually keep it around there. 60k XP for that. Not bad. Yeah, but the other two are Suzuka and Koro. Look, did she go? Do people call her Koro or Chloe? Because I guess both work, right? Because Chloe is just Koro A in Japanese. You know, that's like her code name or whatever. And Koro is just black because isn't she like the evil Ilya that came up? Because, but I forget how it works in Prisma Ilya. Was she like the original Ilya? But they had to like stop Ilya from being the Holy Grail, so all of her memories were erased when she was like a baby or something? It's something like that. No, fair, that don't count. I wasn't ready that time. This is my actual power. I had plenty of magecraft and I just went back to the castle. So what, she doesn't actually use magecraft, she just uses items Morgan gave her? Magecraft is built on hard work and steady effort, and just, you know, having like 200 ancestors that did magecraft. You could have used so many things here once you ran out of the magecraft trinkets you had on you. For example, this carpet that would go up in flames at the drop of a hat. Those lamps you could turn into bombs with a little magical energy. But instead you just threw up your hands as soon as you ran out of the tools you brought with you? Really? Now listen and listen good. You're at least 100 years too young to learn magecraft. Why don't you start with parlor tricks? Ooh, got her. Yes, nailed it! You freaking not very nice lady! That's enough. We have a winner. Lady Artoria's magecraft is superior. She'll be the one to purchase the suspected child of prophecy. So what do we do about the fact that we're missing $30 million? And 70 million of it is counterfeit. This concludes tonight's auction. Thank you all for coming. Please take care of it on your way home. That goes for you too, Lady Tristan. Suggest you hurry back home sooner than later. Zircol, you're supposed to be behaving yourself in Darlington tonight. I suspect even the High Queen would be cross with you once she heard you were actually here in Gloucester. You're taking the Shroud of Prophecy side, Murian? No, Lady Tristan. Helping the High Queen save face for making you a Tomlin. Ooh. You can clean dirt off my auction hall floor easily enough. The High Queen's dignity is not so easily restored. You see, some fairies are bound to take issue with your selfish antics and lose respect for the High Queen. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how fickle Fae folk can be. And I, for one, would rather not increase... I'm looking this up. Knock na Reba. Knocknaria? Pronunciation. Oh, the first thing that pops up is fate. Okay, how do you pronounce Knock? Is it Knocknaria? Knocknare. Okay, I see how that could be construed as Knocknare. Don't forget this. That's the first what the first person on the game FAQ said, so they can't be wrong. Fine, I'll go then. Next time, Morgan, you'll have to come see me in Camelot. I mean, like, Irish pronunciation is weird, right? It took me like a year to stop saying Medba. I mean, I'm not convinced Medba isn't right. As a fellow lover of art, I'd love for you to take a look at my collection. You're gonna kill her. Okay. Everyone quietly. Oh, it's finally over. That was so nerve-wracking. Thought for sure we're all gonna die. That girl actually beat Lady Tristan. I can't believe it. Who is this? She's no taller than me. She has about the same amount of magical energy as me. She carries herself with so much dignity. She's amazing. Unbelievably amazing. Oh! Could that be... Habitrot? Is that how you say her name? I actually know zero about Habitrot other than... Oh, is this a spoiler? It's kind of... Spoilers, I can't say for what, because that'd be spoiling what I'm spoiling. She's in Lost Boat 7. So she works with us and comes with us to Chaldea. Did you hear a voice coming from backstage too? Presumably. Sorry, no, my nerves just caught up to me, so now my knees are knocking and my ears are ringing. So I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. We have been dozens of times stronger than me. But the way she was acting, when she called herself Tristan, I just started seeing red. Yep, never expected to run into the second Tomlin already. But hey, at least you won your Magecraft battle against her. That was great. The only problem now is... Back to normal now that the cage is gone. How the hell did that work? Our newly freed compatriot, Murian. What's the problem? I didn't have time to tell you an Oberon this before, Artoria. Well, Murian here is also a heroic spirit from the outside world. That doesn't mean he's on our side. He's a disciple of the foreign god, which means he's working against proper human history. So, he's your enemy, Horsey? Didn't you call him Grandpa earlier? That's because he is a grandpa. Don't bother explaining. We've just had a few run-ins, that's all. I ain't exactly mortal enemies with these people, but we ain't exactly friends either. I mean, yeah, he did help us out in Olympus, didn't he? We just keep running into each other for better or worse. Ain't that right, Horsey? You wanna fight me, I'll fight you. If you don't, that's fine too. What, did he help us? I remember we ran into him and he wasn't hostile. I'll even brew you a cup of tea if you want. Like they say, even chance acquaintances are divine ordinances. Anyway, gotta say, girly, between that staff and that outfit. How's that hell of a show you put on? You really nailed that last line of yours too. Oh my god, they're gonna be best friends, aren't they? Gotta say, you British majors are a real breath of fresh air. Thank you? Horsey! What's with this guy? Looks so young, but he looks so old. He's also got a terrible aura about him, but I don't sense any hostility from him at all. Okay, just hang on, Murian. This doesn't change the fact that you're a threat to us. So for now, let me just ask you this. How did you end up in that cage? Could have kept this to myself forever and died happy. I suppose you get the right to know. Alright, I'll keep it quick. I'm assuming the foreign god sent him here to stop Morgan from blowing up the world. After you people left Olympus, the foreign god gave me a new order. Told me to infiltrate the British Lost Belt and take care of its king. He also said something about how this place was still growing when it wasn't supposed to no more. Rasputin has his hands full with something else. So you're saying Fairy France could exist? Right? I assume by growing that means it's taking over more land, right? Rasputin has his hands full with something else, and we couldn't get a hold of Limbo. Oh, because Hankyll. So I made my way here and broke into the big castle of the Lost Belt Center alone. Those Tomlin Watsons were so taken aback that I didn't have any trouble making my way to the throne room. I wonder what Murian's endgame is, right? Okay, so slight spoilers. Limbo had Hankyll. Koganskaya, who wasn't a disciple, but was like adjacent one, right? Has the upcoming Tunguska. And I'm kind of assuming Kira is going to be the final antagonist, which would be like the perfect way to wrap up Fake Grand Order, right? What's Murian's deal? Do you think he's going to end up joining us? Like against Kira? Oh my god. Oh my god, I want that to happen. The final battle is just Murian and Kira getting into a fist fight at the end of the world. Edgar Manu's looking at him in the background. I either want the final boss to be the real Edgar Manu or Kira. I think that would be the perfect bow to wrap up like Fate. I mean, of course, there's going to be 20 more spin-offs, but just when I was about to take the Queen's head, someone crazy strong flew in at me out of nowhere. Next thing I knew, I'd been knocked clean out of the throne room. Tried to fight her off in the air, but she just swatted me down into a big hole outside the castle. Oh, that's the hole on the map. Okay, that is a big hole. She also punched a bunch of holes in my spirit core in a couple seconds it took before it fell into the hole. Normal servant would probably die about 12 times from that. Unfortunately, the foreign god did something unnatural in my body to keep me alive. So I woke up later, still kicking. Once I was able to move about again, it took me 3 days to crawl out of that hole. Broke my sledgehammer during the fight, so I stopped by a village with a blacksmith and spent another 3 days there fixing it. Is a sledgehammer? My way home, got lost in some weird woods and wandered around aimlessly for around another 3 days before it collapsed. I spent another 3 days in captivity after some unsavory fairies found me unconscious near a road. After that, they sold me to this strange city. I spent the last 5 days talking and showing off what I can do with a forge. I wonder what Tomlin and Lancelot's deal is. Like, how are they so strong? And how are we gonna beat them? Black Barrel? It'd be cool. So there you have it. Embarrassing as it is, still ain't done nothing of note here. Are you kidding? Just making it into Morgan's throne room is incredible. The 2,000 years of the heir of the High Queen, no warrior's ever made it all the way there before. Yeah? You're an experienced smith too. Catalog said you can make anything. Well, yeah. You're still a bad servant, huh? Guess we'll just have to kill you here then. Isn't a servant's actions today that determine whether they're good or bad, Artoria? Servants are basically mercenaries. All that matters is who they currently have a contract with, what they're going to do next. Who are you? Another servant? I'm Oberon. Yes, I'm a proper human history servant who was summoned to Britain a little before you all got here. Sindri Morimasa, was it? Sounds like you want to take out Queen Morgan as much as we do. How about we team up just until we defeat her? Yesterday's enemy is today's friend and all that. But don't you think it would be better for us to put all of our wood behind one arrow, so to speak? Good point. Doubt I'll be getting any other help out here. Sounds like a pretty good suggestion to me. Yeah, let's go! What do you think, Horsey? Or Morimasa could just die in this lost belt, for all we know. I know Sindri Morimasa is one of the Foreign God's disciples. It's also always been relatively reasonable. This alter ego version of him might not be the same guy that helped us in Shimosa. He's still the same person at heart. I don't think he's the kind of guy to go back on his word. Be thrilled to have his help. But what about you, Artoria? Huh? Want this old young guy to come with us? I'd love that. Blacksmiths are never bad people, you know? Wasn't she just about to kill him? I think Artoria's curious blacksmith's fangirling aside for the moment. Are you sure you're okay with this, Morimasa? We're not exactly friends with the Foreign God. You don't think she might consider this a betrayal? You won't just suddenly explode or something? What? No. What do you take me for anyway? Besides, this ain't a betrayal at all. I'm just a swordsmith who accepted a job from the Foreign God. Loyalty ain't a part of it. Hell, if I owe anyone a debt, it's that girl over there. Saved my bacon, so now I owe you. Got a prophecy, yeah? I've heard about you. You just want me to stick around until you defeat the Queen? I'm game. Doesn't even conflict with my contract with the Foreign God. Hey, Morimasa joined our party! If you're all alone, can I say something now? Thank you for the bidding with the Gloucester auction house. I forgot the voice. Now then, our proprietor would like to extend our congratulations on your purpose while we take care of the financial side of things. So if you'll please come with me, I'll take you to Lady Morgan, the Lord of Gloucester. She's expecting you at her mansion. We're gonna be in debt. At least it's not to our... Hold on. Hold on. We're good. Just put the pop filter back. Oh, no. Okay. I need to get a new mic. Yeah, but you don't want to be in debt to a Rin Pace. That's terrible. Assuming this actually is a Sakuraface. The silhouette really reminded me of... Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, my God. We got a BB remix. Hold on. Just enjoy this for a second while we take a drink. Okay, so there's two possibilities here. This has nothing to do with BB. Or BB knew we'd need help in this lost boat, so she sent in some code to help us somehow. Don't ask how, it's BB, right? Nice to meet you, Artoria, and you visitors from Proper Human History. Which one is this? I forget all the Sakura... Hold on. Sakuraface. Kazuya drop, or is it Violet? No. Violet's like it's like Sleep Glasses one. Kazuya drop? Yeah, Kazuya drop. Who is she made up of? One of her components is Murian. Oh! Okay, that's where the name comes from. Does it say who the other... All the Sakuraface are made up of 3 like, servants, right? Who's Murian? Oh, don't give me an ad. Okay, Morian. Well, okay, it took me to the Type Moon page for Morian. So, Maybe that's a fairy I'm supposed to know the name of, maybe it's not. That was such an exciting battle. Now that I know what our next hot trend will be, I'll call it. So, what, there just happened to be a fairy that looked like Sakura, so BB put her into Kazuya job? Is that it? Convenient necessities that you can make yourself. Simple, fulfilling. Magecraft items for good luck. It's gonna be the most plain Jane trend in Gloucester's history. Are we gonna get a... Oh. Oh no, we're gonna zoom in. What's with like your weird... When like... What do you call those? Like her hair. Which tied up. Oh, did that not go over too well? Huh. Yeah, there's no way a bunch of broke... broke powerless small-time fairies and humans wouldn't be feeling nervous after being summoned to the home of the most charismatic producer in all fairy Britain. So that it'll offset the tension and make sure you like me by greeting you a little more cheerfully than I usually would. I guess this just goes to show you why you shouldn't be too quick to leave your comfort zone. And again, you only get one chance to make a first impression. It's just giving me serious BB vibes. Yes, hello. Is it Murian? Murian? I don't need to keep going, right? Anyway, it's a pleasure. Thank goodness you're back to your usual self, Murian. Didn't think you've been body snatched. What the hell was that? You're turning into a Moors or something? Don't be rude, Oberon. The perfect fairy lady, and I always will be. That's just me going above and beyond. Been so excited to meet a human for proper human history who isn't barrel gut, you see? My fey eyes may not be what they used to, but I can still make out auras. You're Horsey, yes? You're just the darling I thought you'd be. If it looked like all you outsiders are like Beryl, I'd be killing you right now in a fit of rage. But I'm relieved to see you have a perfectly decent auras about you. It's enough to give me hope, if just a little. Thanks. Still trying to wrap our heads around the situation. So, you know about proper human history? You're welcoming us here anyway? Do I have that right? Don't make me laugh. I'm not afraid of proper human history. Sorry, that's not quite right. It's not proper human history that worries me. It's you Chaldeans. From what I've been told, you've been to all sorts of other worlds. So first of all, I'm going to learn for myself exactly what it is you plan on doing in Fairy Britain. Now I already have a pretty good idea of it thanks to what Morimasa told me. Morimasa? You told her about us? Hey, I never dreamed we were going to end up working together. So yeah, I told her about what happened in Olympus after she interrogated me. But just a little. Interrogated you? Is that how you sound like? I thought it was a lovely tea party. And I suppose I might have had a teensy bit of trouble containing my excitement. So you told me all these fascinating things about the foreign god, the trees of emptiness, the cryptors, the alter egos, but even so. Call that teensy. So is it not true that the Wind Clan are the most mild manner of the fairies then? No, they are. Or at least, they used to be. And there aren't any mild mannered winged fairies left anymore. Not after... Oberon. Oh, hey. Sorry, that's a spoiler. Can't tell you. Let me later on. Please go on, my fair butterbur princess. It's okay, Oberon. You didn't interrupt me. Morimasa did. Horsey, just want to make sure of one thing. You do mean to leave this lost spot alone, yes? Your business here is only with Queen Morgan, since she is foolish enough to go after Olympus. Chaldea has no intention of attacking Britain itself. Can you look me in the eye and swear that? Why not? We're going after, well, we're just making sure you don't blow us up. If you don't blow us up, you guys can keep doing whatever. I can, at least not right now. I see. Not the most eloquent defense, but a well-considered one. You're still trying to figure out who your real enemy is, what it is you hope to acquire here. I understand. You haven't even met Queen Morgan yet. Of course you can't make a final decision now. Very well then. Normally I'd capture you all here and present you to the Queen. But instead I'm going to hold off on making a decision for now, much the way you are. As long as Chaldea leaves Britain itself alone, I won't get in your way. So you're welcome to keep enjoying your sightseeing in Britain. Do I have to pay you though? As for you, Lady Artoria, have you memorized Angel's final prophecy? More or less. Let me see. So speak now of a future. Are we going to repeat all of it? The end of the Isle of Mystics, which came to be known as Fairyland. The innocent return. Here stands the Queen's unknowable castle. Require now only a little more patience. For 2,000 years, the dawn shall bring the Night King who will be our salvation. She shall be the child who saves the world, who binds both peoples together. City of Iron, a sea of soot. The calamity recedes, her pilgrimage begins. Ring, ring, like raging thunder, like weeping flame, let us hearken to the 6 bells ringing. I think that's how it went, right? Let's say, more or less. Left out some key bits, but you get the gist. Oberon, really sure this is the Child of Prophecy? I mean, she hasn't even been able to weaponize her biggest selling point. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think she's got a few important points down. As far as the 2 of you are concerned, the only important passage is the last one, since you're the guardian of the bell tower right above us. Is she gonna let us ring it, or are we gonna save that for section 2 as well? Well, I assume the Salisbury one is section 2 material. The bell tower? You don't mean, well, or even end of section 1 material. Because from the way it's paced so far, I think section 1 will end with the Norwich Calamity thing. And us probably not stopping it, but seeing what's going on there. I sure do. One of the 6 bells describing the prophecy is above us right now. So it could even end with us going back to Aurora and being like, hey, we did it. Let us ring the bell. And I believe you found one in Salisbury too, didn't you? Wait, you're saying you didn't come here to ring Gloucester's bell? Well... we're looking for a human girl named Mashu. You know anything about her? Mashu? Sorry, no one in Gloucester's ever spoken that word before. Are you sure she's not in another city? Ah, okay. Thought one of your usual crew was missing. What happened? Get separated and come to Gloucester looking for her? Well, yeah. We heard there's a fairy with an unusual iron weapon being put out for auction. How were we supposed to know that was going to be you? You have to take some blame for that. Should have looked into this more closely. Could have at least found out if the fairy being sold was male or female if I just snuck into the auction hall. As if you could pull that off. My actions are extremely well guarded. Not even an ant or a single drop of blood could get in without detection. What about, Blanca? Is that the moth's name? Good point. After all, it's been a few hundred years since you established your doctrine. Maybe objective is a better word. Then nobody's allowed to use violence in Gloucester, hasn't it? Anyway, let's get back to the bell, Murian. How come you're being so cold to Artoria, even though you believe she truly is the Child of Prophecy? To be honest, I'm disappointed. Thought she'd be a Sakuraface like me, not a stupid saber face. Queen Morgan may be a great ruler, but she is excessively cruel. It's not just the annual existence tax, the way she treats humans, how she oppresses every fairy who isn't part of a clan. The way she fails to handle the calamities, the way she monopolizes the flotsam, the laws that keep her society a pale imitation of human civilization. In the last 100 years alone, she had all the Darlington moved, followed by building the National Slaughterhouse Theater. That's a name. She's always been ruthless towards those who defy her. She's gotten even worse ever since she appointed Tristan as her successor. There's a time when I thought she would be the ruler who would finally rid Britain of the calamities. But now she's just a witch intent on turning Britain into her personal plaything. That's why we have been waiting for you, Lady Artoria. But you don't just look the part. Can't see you beating the Queen like this. It'd be one thing if the other clans were on your side. Neither the Earth clan nor the Wind clan will be willing to make a move as things stand now. So you're not going to show us to Gloucester's bell then? Not now at any rate. I'm the Lord of Gloucester. I have a duty to keep it safe. If I were to lend you my support now, Lady Artoria, be seen as an act of revolt against the Queen. So same deal as Aurora. Not even my Fae domain would be safe if that happened. If you wanted to, Queen Morgan could easily dispel it. So please come back to Gloucester again after you have grown stronger. I don't care what form that power takes. It can be connections or magecraft or funding. I'll take anything as long as it leads to a way of defeating the Queen. Remember, Artoria, we are the Fae Folk's Star of Hope. The chosen Child of Prophecy who will save Britain from its long twilight. Fae Folk's Star of Hope. You have to get stronger and come back. That's right. I hope you'll please do your part to help her, Horsey. You're an old hand when it comes to beating up bad guys, right? Sounds like you've done it lots of times before. Okay, Morgan. Get that you're not our enemy now, and I'm grateful for that. What I don't get is that why you'd go to all this trouble to help us. Even given what you already know about us from Muramasa, we're still outsiders who in some way pose as much a threat as Queen Morgan. Yet you already seem to have a deep trust for Chaldea, rather for Horsey. That just doesn't add up. There's something else you're not telling us? Something I'm not telling you? Of course there is. Like, this is a perfect time to introduce her. So you may have already guessed I've had another foreign guest who's told me all about you Chaldeans. Gareth! Or no, wait, Kolinskaya. Wait, Lady F? Lady Fox. I think her true name was... I actually forgot about Koyenskaya. Yeah, okay. Of course she shows up. Koyenskaya. Tamamovich Koyenskaya. Am I saying your name right, by the way? I always go through this, like, every Lost Belt. Princess? Oh, not cut to black. Good day, my dear Chaldeans. So glad to see you're all doing so well. Yet another new outfit! Stop that, Horsey! Please calm down! Didn't I already tell you I won't abide violence in Gloucester? No, she's not allowed to have like 10 outfits, but you can't use them in battle. Like, you can't actually get them. But she's an important guest of mine. A business partner, really? That makes so much sense. She means Britain no harm, and she has no intention of interfering with Chaldea either. After all, in her most circumstances, she wouldn't be here now. The only reason she's still here is because I insisted she stay after she tried to leave. Why do you do that? Why did you do that? Because she's an excellent bodyguard. It's a shame she's so money-grubbing, but her combat prowess more than makes up for it. Especially love that she holds her own against the Moors. This way, you don't even have to bow and scrape to the Fang Clan or the Tomlin. I see. I was told we lost contact with you after you took Barrel Gut off to who knows where. So now you're picking through Britain for stuff to sell? What are you playing at here, Koyenskaya? You get tired of waiting for the Foreign God and Chaldea to off each other? Instead to show your true colors now that the Foreign God's shown up. Oh no, nothing like that. Foreign God and I are on equal standing, you know? I'm still not sure exactly what the God is, but I'm sure our contracts clearly states that neither will interfere with the other until our goals have been achieved. Suffice to say, I've never been in the same position, or share the same perspective as you three alter egos. You, Lord Rasputin, and Lord Limbo are all servants summoned by the Foreign God. Wait, do they know Limbo's dead? But I'm a servant who manifested under her own power, so I'm free to do whatever I like. I'm only staying here now because I found Lady Murian's proposal appealing. I have no interest in this British Lost Belt. Or in you Chaldeans, who are apparently determined to get yourselves killed by sticking your noses in where they don't belong. Or in whatever Queenie's up to, or in Fairy Britain's humans for that matter. I do hope I've made myself clear. So what have you been doing here up until now? Hi, stocking up on new merchandise, of course. Been filling my metaphorical larders with all sorts of rare delicacies unique to the land of the Fae. Tunguska's gonna be a fun time, huh? Every other Lost One has either been on its last legs, or had meager offerings, or is secluded, or something out of science fiction. Honestly, none of them really had much to offer, but Britain is a whole other story. Creatures here are equal parts unique, adorable, and vicious. Hey, sorry, I had to cut it for like 30 minutes because there's like a guy yelling outside. Which, you know, I don't want that in the video, or for him to hear me. He's got it now, hopefully. They're just the sort of models I was looking for. The kind I can use to strike fear into all of humanity. I did accidentally close out of my fake Grand Order. Definitely not an emulator. So if this isn't the line I was on, it's close enough. I was listening to Ruby music in the meantime. Don't judge me. It's good music. Please don't rile them up, Koyenskaya. We're just coming to an agreement. I can't watch the current volumes, but I made a terrible mistake and started watching Ice Queendom. Why do you always paint yourself in the worst possible light when you have so much beauty to offer both inside and out? Expect to be working with the Chaldeans in the future? Oh, hold on. Please do your best to get along with them, okay? Hold on one second. Okay. I left my fan on. I don't know if that sound picks up at all. It's kind of far away from me, so it might not have. But if it did, you know, audio quality and all that. I brought my chair to my desk. Very well, if that's what the client wants, that's what the client shall get. I'm not Lord Horsey, Lady Da Vinci. I know we've had our differences in the past, you could say that again. Here in Britain, we're both on proper human history side. Yeah, I guess she doesn't want it to blow up, right? So I propose we let bygones be bygones and focus on accomplishing our respective goals. Or at least until you're reunited with Mashu. Doesn't that sound fair, Horsey? Don't trust her as far as you could throw her. You're not wrong. At the moment, we definitely don't need any more problems than we've already got. That's true. But I mean, Koyenskaya, how many problems does she have? If you're willing to leave us alone, we'll do the same for you. You ask me, we should cut her down now and be done with it. But guess we're going to get away with that in front of Murian anyway. I don't really know this lady, so I'll go along with it. Whatever you all think is best. A wise decision, everyone. Very well, then I'll continue to enjoy my latest pleasure trip here in... Well, I, for one, hate your guts. Based. It's Oberon, right? So I didn't quite catch that. Shut up. Don't even talk to me. Every word you speak feels like it's rotting my ears. Morgan, I'm saying this to you as your friend. That thing is an abomination. Your trust is completely wasted on her. I'd wash my hands of her now if I were you. Oh, that's where... No! Okay. Another just fade to black but don't end the arrow. That couldn't have ended much worse than it did. You must have done something really heinous things to them, Kogan's guy. Is that how you said that? Heinous? Something like that. Oh, absolutely. Wiping out Lord Wardolph's team of mercenaries, occupying Chaldea's headquarters, turning his personnel into ice cubes. I'd say they came by that hatred honestly. I don't know anything about that Oberon servant. Who is he? Doesn't seem to be from Fairy Britain. Oberon just showed up in the Welsh forest about 2 months ago. Okay. Didn't he say he's been here longer? He's a heroic spirit from proper human history. Oh yes, I guess that makes him a servant. Anyway, he likes to call himself the Fairy King, and he usually spends his time performing shows in cities around Britain. Got to know him before, when he first came to Gloucester. First, I was thrilled to have found a fellow Wing Clan fairy, because he looks so much like one, but... Sorry, I don't have to tell you this, but I'd be dishonest not to say anything. I know I may look like a Wing Clan fairy, but I'm not. After all, your clanmates are already. But hey, never mind that. You're the Lord of Gloucester, right? Already what? Then please, I need you to give me an unsecured loan. The fate of the whole world depends on it. Okay. Well, as he saw, he's a very bright and cheerful character. More of a Jester King than a Fairy King, really. Is she gonna find out the money's found a counterfeit? He's also the one who told me ahead of time that the Child of Prophecy would be coming here. Did we even give her the money? I see. Hopefully he just has keen instincts. Anyway, it's probably better to squash annoying bugs that came at the first opportunity. I just remembered. Should I have my hands on one of these stories from the past you've been looking for soon. There aren't many fairies left to remember what things were like 2,000 years ago, during the Fae era. What's she looking into? Luckily, I managed to track down a book one of Camelot's Spanish librarians who've been keeping secrets for ages. She'll get here soon. You know, I'm surprised you're so interested in our history, especially when it's completely different from proper human history. Is there something useful you're hoping to learn from our past? Oh yes, absolutely. My objective is to find demonic beasts that don't exist in proper human history, put them to work for me. I have the ability to replicate furry creatures of any size and shape, incorporate their data into my body. Unfortunately, I can only command up to 9 big ones at a time. Do you think there's going to be 9 big ones in Tunguska? I originally came to Britain to secure a 6th tail, but now I'm staying because I'm fascinated by the story of how Fairy Britain came to be. I'm only sorry if I unwittingly caused you to dip into your funds, Lady Murian. Oh, don't worry about that. I used to be quite the avid researcher myself before I became the Lord of Gloucester. I used to spend hours holed up in the library against my father's wishes, absorbed in the legends of Aesk. Aesk is... Uther Pendragon's father? Right? Or... Aesk was a warrior. I know they're in the timeline. I forget who Aesk was. Sorry. I was a total bookworm. I used to tell the queen that those barbarians torched the whole place. Then... Are you going to revolt against the queen once the Child of Prophecy has grown stronger? No way. The help of all Fae folk? Britain's savior? Well, I never had high hopes for the Child of Prophecy to actually bring an end to Queen Morgan's reign. I won't deny that I've occasionally entertained the possibility. But now I find out she's nothing more than some pathetic common fairy. Her magical energy is average. She's neither especially beautiful nor large. She doesn't even have her own Fae domain. Not yet. We're gonna get like 20-foot tall giant Artoria with her Fae domain. She's gonna sparkle. Just to, you know, not be any of those things. There's no way a fairy like that could possibly save anyone. Should have known the only one I can really rely on is myself. It's a shame I ended up letting Sindri Morimasa go after all the time I put into him. But as long as I have you helping me, I don't need the so-called Child of Prophecy at all. I think I'll just use Chaldea and the Child of Prophecy. Idly, hoping that that disgusting human mage actually manages to take down one of the Tomlin. Wow, I hate her. If just one of them falls, there'll be nothing holding Noctur Grey back any longer. Queen Morgan, Noctur Grey, the Child of Prophecy, and Horsey. No matter who's left standing, I'll have plenty of game pieces to play with. See, this is what I was expecting Aurora to be like behind closed doors. Oh, was that Blanca? Is Blanca the name? Like the moth. Okay, one arrow left, I think. God, this is long. Hey, quartz fragment. But those are the fun for. I don't even know. Maybe Summer Anastasia? What is she, an archer? I think? Is she AoE? I need an AoE archer actually. If she's arts, I'm getting her. Hopefully. I don't actually have that much quartz saved up. Dang it, Oberon. Why do you have to ruin our precious chance to speak with the head of another clan? It might have been the coldest you need to leave now I've ever heard. Yeah, I guess we didn't get to see that, huh? I understand why you're upset. Oh, I thought Blanca was a moth, not a butterfly. I understand I behaved kind of childishly, but I'm not going to apologize. I only said what I needed saying. I loved it, Oberon. Takes real guts to say something like that to that fox woman's face. Oh, maybe not gut so much as thick skin. Either way, it was impressive. You'll have to tell me some tales of your escapades later, but you got some real whoppers. Are you sure we shouldn't at least try to apologize? I don't know about me, but Morgan seems like she was willing to help out Chaldea. Or at least Horsey. Oh, don't worry about that. Morgan never had any intention of helping us out. Really? Alright, now that she has Koinskaya. Yep, she's got a trump card she can use however she likes. So now she has no more need to team up with us or to carry water for the Child of Prophecy. I see. I guess I'm pretty much useless here too. Oh, there they are! Hey, wait up! What, is this who is this? You guys are with the Child of Prophecy, right? Oh, we got a gang now! Where is she now? Is she gone? Did she already leave for the next city? Of course she did. She's not going to stick around here waiting for Woodworth's soldiers to come after her. Oh, we're on the run again? I was really hoping to see her in person. Not that I blame her. I think she's the Child of Prophecy. Is there something I can do for her? They don't recognize her. That's okay. This drink can give you guys these gifts for her. It's not much, but please take it. We always believed the Child of Prophecy would appear someday, so we've been saving what we could for when that time came. That's nice. We're sorry it's all small change and cheap stuff like old clothes, stones, and tree roots. This is everything we can do for her right now. If you think it'll be at least some use, please make sure she gets it, okay? Okay, well, I think the Child of Prophecy will be thrilled to receive this. Yeah? Yeah, we think so too. Just make sure to keep her safe, okay? Well, it's a small mountain of gifts. Can those metal arms of yours carry out all defense-y? Of course. You might worry that I'll get everything back to the carriage safe and sound. Oh, that was nice, huh, Artoria? Sure, then that might not have realized it was you. That was living proof that even the fairies in Gloucester are pinning their hopes on the Child of Prophecy. You're right. With as many materials with Magecraft goodies, won't have to worry about keeping Horsey fed for some time. Oh yay, what was it, tree roots, did they say? Did they say tree roots? I love those. Well, I wish we could have spent a night here to enjoy more of what Gloucester has to offer. The fact that the lower class fairies here know about the auction incident now means that the Queen's army must know about us too. So I'm afraid we can't stay here much longer. I guess that's true. Still haven't found any new leads on Mashu. Murian hasn't heard anything about her, and there aren't any leads here to find. Since it seems no one in Salisbury or Gloucester has seen her, our hands are tied for the moment. Let's not forget we're also wanted for that ranch incident, so we have to be careful not to be anywhere near anywhere the Queen's soldiers are likely to nab us. Are we gonna go north? Scotland? So I think we should stop. Well, I guess it wasn't Scotland, right? It was whatever they call it. Stop looking for her ourselves and head somewhere safe, at least for now. So I have to ask, would it be suicide to go to the other cities? Yes, it would. That goes for Salisbury too. It's too dangerous right now. So instead, what if we kept looking for Mashu via different means? You guys can lay low, and in the meantime, I'll go around to the different areas looking for information on her. Just because you guys can't look for her now doesn't mean I can't, after all. Give me 3 days, and I should be able to find out all the latest news in Britain. After that, we'll know where to go next. Okay, in the meantime, where should we hide? Don't worry, I've already thought of that. You could say the land out here is why I thought to make this suggestion in the first place. So we'll be camping out for a while, huh? We'll have to look for an out-of-the-way campsite. What, he knows, like a cave or something? Hey, don't worry, I'm great at pitching tents. Don't never say that again. I can also put up all the different bounty fields we'll need to keep undesirables away. Really? That's great to hear, but you won't need any of that this time around. Huh? Oh, now I see. Sorry to steal your thunder, Artoria. We really need to play it safe here, so I'm afraid you'll have to wait for another time. Alright, let's get going to my secret base. See that forest over there past the western hill? That's the Welsh Forest. Oh, okay, we're right next to it. It's a place that's long been abandoned by fairies and humans alike, where old dried up things go to rest. And it's the personal domain of yours truly. And won't they like be looking for us there because they know you're with us? But hey, you know, who am I to judge Oberon? He seems to be knowing exactly what to do. He definitely isn't manipulating us in some way for some reason that I don't know. Sheffield. Oh, this isn't... Where is the... Is the Welsh Forest right here? I thought he said to the west. But, I mean, this thing right here? I mean, that is where Wales is, right? Like, this... Like, I think it's... This bit right here is broken off a little bit. I think, right? I don't know the borders of like where Scotland and Wales and is England the other one? Yeah, where that ends. Oh, Fragment 3 Sheffield. Okay, so this is Mashu then. She's here. I thought she was in Gloucester. I guess not. Well, I mean, we didn't find her, so obviously, but I thought it said they're in Gloucester. A Legend of Ace the Survivors. AR 4000. Got it. 6,000 years ago. That's a bit ago. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. That one was a long one, huh? I gotta split it up though, so it wasn't. It's like, oh wait. We almost forgot. We're gonna get Karen right here, guys. Watch. Or I could try to get. Oh, Murian, what the heck? Okay, do you want to try to get Karen or Tomlin Tristan? She's really cute. But Karen's also really cute. Plus, Karen's rarer, right? So we're just gonna get her here, and then we can get Tomlin Tristan, like, she's on her right up sometime. Because she's not in the main gacha. She's story gacha, I think. Dang it. I was kind of hoping it turned gold at least, but oh well. I'll see you guys next time for, I guess, a Mashu chapter? It's a fragment. Well, wait, hold on. Didn't it say section 2? Oh, well, section... Yeah, section 5. I don't think the past fragments are actual sections. Okay, whatever. More Mashu. Ha ha ha, we're gonna have so much fun. Ha ha ha.